So you should have us coming live now from Austin, Texas.
Hello everybody.
It's summer here, so we thought we'd make ice cream today, didn't we?
Ice cream.
There you go.
That works for me.
A couple of weeks ago I made strawberry with some balsamic vinegar in. Nice. Really does pop the strawberry. A little bit of fresh ground pepper as well.
Yeah.
And today I'm doing something else slightly different. So I've told you it's raspberry and lemon, but it's not just any old lemon, is it?
No, it's lemon essential oils. So hi, again, I'm Paola. I'm a wellness consultant in Austin, Texas, and essential oils are one of my favorite things. And the wonderful thing about this today is that sometimes we have lemons laying around and sometimes we don't, but we still want the flavor, right? So we can use essential oils and add to our recipe. It's really easy and the flavor is amazing. So that's what we're doing today.
It is what we're doing today, and I'll just make this easier. So we're starting with the raspberries, and what we're just going to do is get them all in the liquidizer. We'll just shove stuff to the side here. We're going to be working together.
Yes,
so
teamwork.
My wing woman here
wing woman
is totally ready for this. So we're going to liquidize down these. So you are going to get a bit of noise as well. So just
bear with us.
Bear with us.
And there you go.
Yeah, nicely liquidized. But raspberries aren't necessarily as sweet as you want them for ice cream. So we do have some extra sugar here. We are going to be the tasters. Let me just reach some teaspoons. There you go.
Excited.
So obviously not a lot because it's measured.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my goodness me. See, not
She knows
a lot.
Me.
Not a lot.
Yes,
have
ma'am.
a little bit.
All right.
And then let's see. Now.
Not a lot.
Not a lot. If my husband's here, he'll be going more sugar, more sugar. And I'll be like, no.
Yeah, maybe a little sugar.
Yes. So you get that tartness coming through.
Right.
So I'm just going to put, it was about 4 ounces in here. So we're just going to put, say, half of that in because we tasted it, so we know about half. So that's probably what it needs. It was quite tart, wasn't it? Well, she's ready, isn't she? New spoon, I'm ready. Let me add it.
Thank you,
go.
It's a beautiful color.
Raspberries really are, and the smell as well.
I like it.
I don't need any more sugar. You're happy?
No, but no, second opinion do matter. So, but I'm happy.
And that's all. Oh, no. Oh my goodness.
A little bit.
Yes, for me that's almost heading towards the sweetness level that I would like.
Yeah.
But if I hand you that, a book stuck to it.
Yes, ma'am.
There we go.
There you go.
You just put that in the sink for me.
Yes, ma'am.
The water's ready. Okay,
right.
so, and that can go in the sink for me.
All right.
Now, I love raspberry pips. I don't have a problem with them. It's the same with when I make strawberry ice cream. I don't actually take the seeds out, but obviously you could. And it's very simple to do that. So you literally are just going to pour it into, the sieve. Let's get a last lick here. And put it all in.
Okay.
And this, wing woman,
Yes, ma'am.
is where you are going to do some work.
You're putting me to work. All right.
We're just making sure it all comes out because every last bit is so important.
Yes.
Every last bit. So there we go. I'm going to give up now because you lot don't need me to be live doing this.
Okay.
And you're going to hold this firmly because you're going to be pushing against the sieve. But as soon as you push against it, it's going to let it all come through.
Okay.
And then I will show, if I pull this off this side, you can see that actually a lot more is through. It just holds itself on that. But that is giving us, if you can see, in this one, we do have the pips. And then, if I show you like that, it's just pure raspberry. You're going to do that while I set up for the egg whites.
All right. I'm making raspberries and blackberries, man. No?
I I make lots of ice cream.
Really?
We love ice cream. So, and everybody has their own favourite in this house. I came across herb ice cream, which really intrigues me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to make some. Very fresh. And I have fresh herbs in my garden, so this is easy. And I came across avocado and coffee
what?
ice cream.
Get out of town. Can we do that?
I was like, I love avocados, I love coffee, never thought to put them together.
Oh my goodness.
So I use avocado
exciting.
for fudges, and I would use avocado with a coffee fudge. Okay, so why not ice cream? So the fat content in avocados just make it really, it's an amazing fruit, actually.
But it's the good fat.
Yes, it's the good fat.
It's the good fat.
The good fat.
Not every fat is equal.
No, that's for sure. So,
how am I doing?
Very well.
Oh, yay.
Now, so this is showing you that you can just sieve it through if you want to. As I said, in this house, actually, we don't care, and it wouldn't matter if they were in there or not.
It's a personal preference sort of thing.
So I'm quite happy for you just to tip that upside down now and put the whole lot in there.
Yes, ma'am.
Now that I've just made you go through.
You know what? Great workout.
Great workout. Showing you. I happen to like the pips in there. A little bit of roughage for you. Texture is there as well.
Texture, yeah.
So that's important. And I just like them. I just like them. I'm not one, generally speaking, to take a lot away from a vegetable. I'm going to let you finish
to make sure that it's done the way you like it.
That's okay. We'll just make sure everything is off here.
Yes.
And generally speaking, just be consistent. Start at one side and then come round.
Got it.
And although you're banging against the side of the bowl, I get why, but I'm sure on there they'll tell you that's quite annoying on noise-wise. So if you actually bang against here and go, you will find that quieter for your own head as well.
Thank you.
So,
we learn from professionals.
There we go. Let's throw that in the sink as well. Okay, so while I am doing, actually I need to bring you back just slightly this way so I can see that we're definitely in range.
Yes.
Would you please add 3 drops of the lemon to that now?
Ma'am.
And I'm going to whisk up the egg whites. I'm going to remove the sugar so I don't start thinking that it needs to go in there. Right. And we have sugar syrup and we have cream ready. So it's thinking about it.
Yeah, we want to make sure it's precise. Essential oils are very potent, so we don't want to have 10 drops instead of 3. 1, 2, and 3, and there we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right, some noise. And that. Wow. So that didn't take long. We are now going to, let me go this way and this way.
That's beautiful.
Here you go.
Okay, so I'm going to let you do that.
Okay.
Yeah, because
if I turn to the side here, you can actually...
There's a technique about egg white that I don't think I've mastered yet.
She's a master. So what you've done is just gone and put a lot of air into the egg whites, and what you don't want to do now is beat them. We want to just fold them.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that. And as soon as we've got this nicely mixed through, we're going to add the sugar syrup, and we're going to add the cream. Now, I've made the sugar syrup already this morning because it needs to be cold to go in here, obviously. So, look at that colour.
It's beautiful, man.
It's beautiful. Love raspberries. Really, really, they are my favourite fruit. And now, it's as simple as, hello cream, in you go please. And I'll just...
make sure everything goes in there.
Yes. And hello sugar syrup, which as I said I did earlier this morning. So that's nice, thick. Just so that we could show it to you in one whole run. Now I'm going to go and get our ice cream maker here and ready, and the iced bowl from the freezer.
Yes.
So I would like you to stir and fold.
Stir and fold. Okay, I think I can. Got it. I've got that. All right. And then what we had mentioned before when it comes to essential oils is I really counted 3 drops because essential oils are very potent, so you really don't need that much. So we want to be very aware of that. And
did we mention how we put the essential oils once it was in the glass bowl?
Yes, and the reason for it is some essential oils are going to react to plastic, and this is specifically when it comes to citrus essential oils. So lemon, orange, grapefruit. The chemical makeup of it is that it will extract the petroleum from plastic or styrofoam. Every time that you want to, we're gonna take care of that. There we go. And so every time that you want to use essential oils, and it's a citrus one, let's make sure that we are using a glass or a metal container so it doesn't pull the petroleum out of said container and putting it in the food we're going to eat. And that's especially relevant when it comes to direct contact between the essential oil and the recipe. And so we want to be aware of that. Other essential oils, basil, oregano, peppermint, it's different. So if you put it in plastic, it's okay. But when it comes to the citrus ones, we want to have that awareness so that you get the best end result possible. What do you think? Did I mix enough of it?
You did a brilliant job, and you can stop now.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Brilliant.
Okay, so an ice cream machine is not necessary. So if you're sitting there thinking, I don't have one, it really doesn't matter. Would you just pass me the container?
Okay.
This is just literally a straight Tupperware. Well, it's not Tupperware. It's Rubbermaid if we're going to use brand names. Let's use the correct ones.
Yes.
So you can put ice cream into, I'm just going to stop that timer, that's my bread ready to be knocked back.
Because we're multitasking.
Yes. I'm sort of running a family on summer holidays. So just put it into a plastic container and then set your timer, say for 15 minutes, and just go and turn it over. And then 15 minutes, turn it over. And the reason is that when we put everything into here, actually it will separate and you will find the raspberry, which is the heaviest thing, will come down. And so by turning it over, you just keep it mixed. So you will mix it again in there. And as it gets more and more frozen, obviously it's going to stay where you've put it. So ice cream machine, wonderful to have. It is not necessary. If you have an ice cream machine or you're thinking about getting one, then it literally is just in 4 parts. So we have the actual machine itself here that is got the motor in, the on and off. We have the iced bowl, which we keep in the freezer, and you can get more than just one. So you have your iced bowl, you've got your paddle that's actually going to turn it, and you have your lid, and that's what this is going to click into in a moment. So all we have to do is put that in there, put this on there, so we've now made everything so it's done, and we can just turn it on, and then we're going to pour the ice cream in there. So look at that.
That's easy enough.
It's easy enough. And here we go. Let's put our ice cream.
Oh, wow.
Now with the ice cream maker, we're not going to keep you live on air this long, I assure you. It's going to take about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, depending on the ice cream. I am going to get all this last bit out, but I just need to hold the bowl in a different way, and I'm going to spill it, clearly. And so it's really easy to get ice cream to the phase and the place we just got it to, and then actually just have it going. I can do that while I'm cooking dinner easily enough. I keep sugar syrup always in my fridge. Syrup. And in fact, you could show them that if you just go into my fridge.
Oh, okay.
You're going to find a jar in there.
Here?
Labeled, yes. Left hand side.
Left hand side.
Straight in front of you. Straight in front of you.
Wow, look at that.
So keeping sugar syrup in means I am set to go. There you go. And I just, if I use this up, I'm going to just literally make more and keep it in.
Nice.
Very useful if you're making alcoholic drinks. Sometimes you need sugar syrup.
Yes.
Sorbets use sugar syrup. Ice creams don't always. So it just depends. But I use it in quite a lot of things. So fresh made lemonade, you're going to use some sugar syrup.
Nice.
So keeping it in and keeping it chilled is really
important.
useful. Yeah.
Yes.
So there it goes. I like that question. It is not on my website.
It
will be on my website.
Okay.
That's a good answer. I actually have no idea. I have no idea.
Or something similar. You know, we can replace the raspberry with another fruit, correct?
Yes, you literally could change this to any of your summer fruits. Remember, your summer fruits have a high water content. So the amount of sugar syrup that we're putting in and things, it is less than if we are doing it with a different fruit that isn't quite so liquidy.
And it's just fun to go on your website and browse the recipes anyway.
Well,
Plenty of recipes.
I use my own website for my recipes. That's where I send my children. I'm like, oh, I have to find which cookbook that came out of. And then you're looking at your recipe and you're looking that years ago, maybe I might have written notes at the side because I don't like this and that. I've interpreted all of those. But remember, my recipes are to my taste, a bit like we tasted this now and how much sugar went in. It's about you, not us.
Yeah.
So take a recipe. I suggest you make it perfectly the first time and then be honest with yourself. What did you like, didn't you like? Do you want it sweeter, crunchier? You know, what was it you wanted? What did you not like? What did you really like?
Yes.
And start feeling your way through food because it's about you.
Yeah.
It really is.
Same thing for essential oils. We did 3 drops, maybe 3 drops is a little bit much or not enough. Same thing, just adjust it to your taste. You have the power to.
As you can see, it is now beautifully churned and thick. Okay, so all we have to do is take our lid off. We're going to lift out the inner paddle and literally just get that ice cream off of it. And just using your last lick will do that for you. I'm sure if you don't take it all off, there'll be someone willing to lick it off for you as well.
I'll do it.
There you go. See? I was here for everything. And then you're going to take your container and literally just scrape it and put it into your container for the ice cream. For the freezer, sorry. It is harder to get it off right next to the edge because obviously that is where it is the most frozen. But I strongly recommend you do not go and revert to using a metal instrument in here because you do not want to damage the frozen bowl. So if I stop trying to hold it to show you lot, I will be able to get it out a little bit more. And also this is quite a flimsy spatula. If I actually revert to, oops, a thicker one, this one is going to have slightly more attitude to the ice cream which we like. So make sure you get it all out. Then you're going to have to wash the bowl. Make sure you fully dry it before you put it back in the freezer. Otherwise you end up with a coating of ice, which is not what you want, because that's going to affect your next batch of ice cream. And I tend to literally, I'll put this ice cream in the freezer and then I'm going to deal with this freezer bowl. So it will not be fully defrosted by the time I get it back in the freezer. And that also just helps me. So if I want to make more ice cream, I will be able to do that later on today if that's what I wanted to do. So there you go, ice cream's out. We've got it in. And let's put our lid on. This is actually too big a bowl, but I have run out of containers. Clearly cooking too much for my children and sending meals to their houses. Always label it. Always label it. Do not put things in your fridge and freezer unless you've labeled it. So this is raspberry and lemon ice cream. And then I am going to put the date, which is 6/7. 7, look. Being very helpful here, look. See, I'm trying to squeeze it on here, aren't I? And I could just put another little thing like this. 6/7/17. There we go. And it doesn't tend to last very long in this house. But hey ho, enjoy.